If you're still selling beats on BeatStars, there's no hope for you. My name is Antar, I'm a gold certified music producer. What I'm about to show you is the exact method that I had these producers, songwriters, and engineers make tens of thousands of dollars a month from their music. You can see Daniel, what's up, big time beat producer, adding an extra $10,000. Donnie, who's a Christian producer, selling for thousands of dollars every single day, literally quitting his 9-to-5 and moving to a new apartment. Or Vaz, who went from $300 a month to $6K a month in his first month. Or Fusion, a guitar producer, selling a $1,500 deal from music production. With that being said, let's dive into the actual course. Growing up, I watched the movie Wolf of Wall Street, and if you didn't watch the movie, Leonardo DiCaprio makes millions of dollars through selling cheap products to broke people, which if you think about it, this is literally what the producing community is. You're selling to artists, they're telling you, I don't have enough money, I'm gonna pay on Friday, etc. Doesn't mean that you can't make money. It just means that you have to get better. So before we start, why you should listen to me, I started out, my focus was getting placements. I was gold certified. I made a song with Tusi. I was number 19 on the Billboard Top 100. I was number 1 on iTunes with 5 Euphorian and Millies. And with that being said, I was still broke. I was making less than $100 a month working a 9-to-5 in my country. Oh, Egypt. We don't even speak English. I had to learn how to communicate just to make money. And by the way, I want to preface this by saying, if you're still selling beats on BeatStars, you're insane. If you're anything like me, you were posting consistently on BeatStars, the right cover art, the right description, the best timing so the artist will see it and purchase it at 3 a.m. US time. All of this will not work in the real world. And frankly, you are never getting a Ferrari from BeatStars. And why? Because they literally haven't updated their model since 2009. Making beats and selling music production is an insane market right now for those who have the eyes to see it. But anyways, let's dive in and show you how to sell to artists for thousands of dollars on the phone. What is the Wolf method? This is exactly the persuasion skill that you will need to have to sell to artists on the phone. You can't just hop on and expect them, hey brother, 3 beats exclusive for 1,000. Like, you wouldn't buy it. That just doesn't make sense, right? So what is the Wolf method? It's for producers who want to make $1,000 on the phone selling to an artist. And it's a process. Let's say you found an artist. By the way, it's super easy to find an artist. You're just not taking enough time to look for artists. That's the first thing. So your marketing will determine how good your sales call is gonna go. You wanna have 1 to 3 Instagram reels every single day towards one specific artist. If you're anti-social, which I was when I was first starting out, you wanna do 50 cold outreaches. Plus a spreadsheet at the end of the day where you track data. This is all simple stuff. I expect you to do them. If you're not, your sales call is gonna be harder. Even if you do cold outreaches, I would prefer if you make content, because if you reach out to me and I go over on your Instagram and I see your content, I have a higher likelihood that I will respond to you, right? So this is how you're gonna find an artist. By the way, take more time to find clients, block out 2 to 3 hours of just finding new people to work with. Now, the sales process very simply is gonna be, you get the phone number, you close them on 2 calls, not first call, and then you have an offer of $1,500 at least or above it. And the offer has to consist of 3 services, not just 1. Your music, you finish 1 song in less than 7 days, you need to have unlimited revisions. Like, don't be mean, like they spent money with you, thousands of dollars. At least give them a really, really good product that even if they have doubts, you wanna help them. And you wanna have 3 touch points per week so they don't get cold, meaning they don't regret buying from you, buyer's remorse. And after they get a good result, after they make a great song with you, ask them for referrals. The chances are, if you find one artist that bought from you and he's happy, there are other artists that are, because like birds of a feather flock together. That's essentially what you want. You want to get all the birds from that flock. So that's very simply explained. Summarized is, you find an artist, you persuade them into purchase, and that's post-sale. Now, the real sauce is here. The Wolf method. The first call. What are you gonna do on the first call? It's super easy for me to tell you, hey, just hop on a call, bro, and just close them. Like, it's a skill issue. Yes, it's a skill issue, but Antar, what do I do? Very simply. First call, you wanna control the frame, you wanna get them problem aware, and then you wanna transition to the second call. How are you gonna do it? Framing the call. You don't hop on, you just ask them like, hey bro, where are you from? How's your day going? Oh my God. That's just socializing. That does nothing to the sale. You want to do stuff that would essentially alter the prescription at the end of the call. So how do you control the frame at the start of the call? Hey man, so I know that we chatted a little bit in the DMs. Acknowledge that you reached out to them. Otherwise it would be cringy. Like, hey, you reached out to me, now you want to sell me? By the way, when you're doing cold outreach, you want to be nicer on the phone a little bit. Rather than if an artist texted you or like he hopped on a call with you, he was the one that made the first move, so it's different. If you're doing cold outreach, you want to be a little bit passive on the phone. But if an artist booked a call with you, like he specifically reached out to you, you can be more assertive, more hard, more bash heads in the objection handling, which I love doing. So the frame will go like this. Okay, man, I know that I reached out to you. I acknowledge that I reached out to them. Otherwise, it's not, it's not cringy. And whenever I work with an artist, brother, I always like to, understand what they try to build for their career. That way I'm bought in and I want to build that with you. So tell me, bro, like, what's kind of the goal with the next few songs? Oh, man, like, I just want to be more consistent, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you haven't been consistent now? Like, I've been making songs. It's just that, I've been like making one song every 2 months, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, then we got the goal and we got his negative experience from the past. Now we need to understand, because that's not enough. We have an overarching goal. Anybody that hops on a phone call with you, they want something. Whether you recognize it or not, that's your level of awareness and that's a skill set. That's not about them. I will not hop on a call with a stranger for no reason. There's something that I want. Whether it's monetary, not monetary, everybody has something. Everybody does something intentful to their best interest. You just have to figure out what that is. And then you want to transition to problem awareness. Okay, the goal for problem awareness is to talk about their current process. For example, okay, bro, and what's your current process for making songs that are causing you to only post one song every 2 months? I get beats from like YouTube and stuff. I got my homeboy, my cousin, he mixes it. You got your homeboy, okay, how long you been doing that? And what made you do it like that in the first place? Like just having your homie and just relying on YouTube for your beats. I've been doing that for 6 months now, bro. Like, it's just easy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can hop on, I can, find whatever beat that I like. And then, boom, he's laying out his entire process. Now, guess what? The focus is on that process. Now we can get him problem aware about that process. So, like, for you, bro, like, what would you change about the way you're getting beats now? Or is it more just about staying consistent, just making more songs, if you could? I kind of like the beats right now. Oh, really? Okay, what do you like about them? I like that, they got that, bubblegum trap sound, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that, sometimes I feel like I would need someone with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing everything on my own. Okay, so then, boom, we got the problem. He's making songs, he's not staying consistent because he doesn't have people around him that are on the same wavelength. He doesn't have his own producer, and we need to probe on that. Oh, by accountability, what do you mean by accountability, bro? It's just that, bro, like, most of my family don't believe in my music, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I work a 9 to 5, I don't have time for music. I would love if I have a producer that I can just text to, like, hey, bro, I got this idea, and this idea. Okay, so what would you want, like, I guess from your own producer, bro, that can provide you that you don't have right now? Yeah, like I'm saying, bro, like, I would want somebody, to cook up with me, to give me my ideas, just constantly send me beats, bro. Like, I just want somebody to just flood me with beats. Okay, why is that important for you now, though, to stay consistent with music in the first place? Bro, like, I hate my life working that job, bro. Like, I just hate it, bro. Like, I just can't. Like, I want to blow up as an artist, bro. I see my homeboy do this, do that. I feel like I can do it. Okay, man. And do you feel like not having, I guess, the right process, has that affected the way that you're making music and staying consistent? Yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah, for sure. Boom. Problem aware, very, very problem aware. Obviously, you want to go a little bit more in depth and probe more. Make that problem clearly visible. Grab that pain and twist it. And then you will justify yourself booking the second call. Okay, man, based on what I heard, I feel like what I'm doing with my team can definitely help you. If it's cool, we can hop on another call where I can kind of show you the process of like how we're going to make songs with you, essentially to, get you more consistent, get more views, and essentially sign that label deal that you want. Do you want to do that? Cool. What's your availability like tomorrow, brother? Boom. Just like that. We didn't product push. We persuaded him into giving us the problem that he already has, and we just made it visible. The only issue right now is if you get resistance, you want to be able to handle it. If you want to see exactly how to handle resistance, you will find my document either at the end of the video, in the description. You will find it anywhere on this video. And yeah, that's it. The whole point of the first call is to increase intent of purchase. Time being should be 10 minutes at most. It could be even 7 minutes, that's it. And you want to book the second call maximum 2 days ahead. Don't book a week ahead because otherwise there's no urgency. You will forget a 10-minute call with a random stranger that hit you up on Instagram 3 days ago or 4 days ago or a week ago. It doesn't make sense. And in between the first call and the second call, you want to show him client results. If you worked with an artist before, if you got a major placement before, send him that song. Send him the artist saying, bro, this guy's the best producer I worked with. He's very hospitable, whatever. This is when you want to record testimonials, and I'm going to cover it at the end of the video. Now, the second call, if you get good at this, you get good at just getting anything that you want out of life. You start the second call like this. First, you want to recap all the problems that we covered in the first call. I know we talked a couple days ago about, you wanting your own producer, right? Like, and you wanting, having that team by your side so you can be more consistent and eventually land that label deal, right? So just so I see your point of view, bro, like besides obviously, wanting to blow up off your music, what would be the main reason of you just working with a producer now instead of just like, I don't know, bro, like keep getting more beats from YouTube? Kind of like average artist would. Now I'm speed role playing this, but you want to take your time when you're asking questions and solution awareness. Like slow it down, very casual. So essentially you're getting him to talk about, okay, why haven't you lost the weight? Why haven't you gotten a producer before, bro? This is the whole point of this question. Every single question that you ask in this process has a specific goal behind it. Find that, and it doesn't matter the wording of it, you can reword it into your own language, but the principle needs to stay the same. The whole point of solution awareness of like, okay, what do you need and why haven't you done that to fix this problem? That's it. And then future pacing, which I absolutely love. I love talking to people about their goals and ambitions because I believe that your goals are inside of your heart for a reason. You have all these crazy ambitions and goals. This is a true and ultimate version of yourself. Your truth is always on the opposite side of your limiting belief. If you feel like you're not good enough, that only means one thing. You know how hard it takes and how good it takes for you to get your goal, for you to have your dream wife. There's a version of you that is already all of that, but you're just not fulfilling it. So if you believe that you're not good enough, if you don't have enough money, that means deep down you know you deserve all the money in the world and just get access to that. With that being said, this is how you future pace artists. I love the heaven and hell analogy, which is essentially God created heaven and hell for a reason. You need a big enough goal, something that pulls you, and you need a big enough consequence, literally hell, if you don't take action. So for you, bro, like, let's say you're able to get you to that label deal and you sign for like 6 figures. What would be different for you and your day-to-day at that point, bro? Bro, I would quit my job, bro. Really, you would quit your job. How many hours are you working with that job, bro? I work like 40 hours a week, bro. I don't even like it. And what would you be able to do with that extra 40 hours, bro? Bro, I would be, I would just be focusing on my music. I'd be living the dream, bro. Just making the music 24/7, gang. Like, okay, beautiful. Take your time in future pacing and you want to build on one specific goal. Notice I built on him signing a label deal and him quitting that job, which is essentially like congruent. But I don't say like, okay, so what would be different? Bro, I'd be happy. Okay, what else? Bro, I'd be ecstatic. Okay, and you being ecstatic, what else would that like? Have one goal and make it as specific as possible. Okay, you having these 40 hours back, what would you do? How many songs would you make? What kind of song would you still be making the same genre, or would you be open to exploring other genres? Are you gonna make music full time? Oh, really? And what would that do for you, making music full time? And how would others react? Do you have a family? And how would your family react, bro, if your music blew up? And them reacting that way, how would you feel? And that's it. You take your time in future pacing, obviously slow it down. If you want to trigger resistance, talk fast. Right now I'm talking fast because it's YouTube. People have low attention spans, but on the sales call, if you want somebody to, emotionally open up with you, slow it down. And that's what you do when you're consequencing. And on the flip side though, bro, like we covered having like for you though. And I love you're ambitious, you're a leader, by the way. Notice I labeled him with an identity that he's gonna use to make the purchase at the end of the call. Let's say you're not able to fulfill your potential, bro, and you're not able to sign that label deal and you continue, working that 9 to 5 that you don't like for the next 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, and even 2 years, bro. What would happen then? I mean, bro, I know I can do it, bro. Yes, time out, bro. You haven't. Like, you haven't done it so far in the past 2 years. So what would happen if you don't actually make it happen with music? Bro, I'd be terrified, bro. Like, I'd feel terrible. I've been making music for... Terrible? Terrible how? I've been making music since I was 14, bro. Like, this is all I got. This is all I got going for me. Bro, I wake up, I'm happy, bro. Like, it's all I think about 24/7. Like, I just can't let it happen, bro. And this will sound like an obvious question, bro, but are you gonna settle for that? No, bro, like, I have to make it happen. And why now, though? Because there's always the new year, new me. I will start a diet on a Monday. Why actually make that change now? Because you haven't for the past 2 years, brother. I mean, bro, a lot of labels been knocking on my door. I feel like right now I just need more leverage. If I show them that I'm consistent, I'm getting more views, better views, I will make a ton of money, gang. Like, I just need that hit, bro. And whose responsibility is it, brother? To make that hit, to prove to these labels that you're worth all the money that you're gonna demand. It's mine, bro. Perfect, man. Cool. And that's essentially how you get the artists to be emotional, and we created a gap. Future pace them and we consequence them. Okay, this is where you want to be. Then boom, pull the rug from underneath them, and this is where you are right now. What would happen if you stay here in your current position? By the way, if you're selling to an artist who's upcoming, who does not know nothing about music, you consequence him on not being good enough. But if you're selling to a good artist, somebody who has 100,000 monthly listeners, 200 or 400,000 monthly listeners, sell them on them not fulfilling their potential. Two different type of prospects. Somebody who just wants to stay alive, just wants that air, that fresh breath that he can actually make it in music, and another guy who's already kind of made it in music, but he wants to take it to that next level. Two different consequences. Consequence them depending on the answers that you get, and you have to find the specific thing that pushes them. leverage. If you want to know exactly how to do that, this is real persuasion, and this is where you get people to open up to you. And that's essentially what I train you on in my inner circle. And now for the pitch, you want to have a 3-pillar pitch. And the 3-pillar pitch is essentially going to go like this. First step, we're going to make 3 songs together. First step is going to be production, label, and then we add pain, which is the context of every single thing that we covered. All the ammo that we have from that call, we want to use it while we're pitching. First step, bro, is going to be production, because you know how you mentioned that you have your homie Pain, you know, because he doesn't like his homie, his cousin. Like, you know how you mentioned that your cousin is making your beats, right? And you're not staying consistent because essentially you don't have a producer to give you the ideas that you want, and you're kind of going on YouTube hoping you can find an idea that will blow you up, right? And you don't have that leverage when you're talking to these labels because frankly you don't have your own sound. And brother, I feel you, but it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable that you want to get a label deal without having your own sound, right? So for that, we're gonna have, boom, we describe this pain exactly from that sales call, and then we're gonna add that process. So for that, bro, I'm gonna be producing 3 songs, custom and exclusive to you. That way you have your own sound. We're gonna hop on a Zoom call just like this, where I'm gonna ask you questions about, okay, A to Z, how do you want that song to sound like? How do you visualize the fan feeling after the song is done and when he's listening to it, right? Because what's the difference between a good artist and a great artist, bro? Do you know? Yeah, like for example, Drake. The moment you listen to Drake, you expect a certain sound. You already know how he's gonna sound like. So you're already in that feeling, in that mood of just, you listen to him, you already know what to expect, right? You don't even have to listen to his sound, to his song, to recognize his sound. And we wanna have that for you, bro, because at the end of the day, we want people to look up your type beats, not you looking up type beats. Are you following? Yeah, bro, this is what I wanted, dog. Oh my God, bro. Okay, cool. Which leads us on to our second point, bro, which is gonna be mixing. Same exact process. We're gonna go through mixing, because you know how you mentioned that, you know, you don't really have a process, and exactly what we went through in the first label, we're gonna tie it back again to the second label, which is gonna be mixing, and then we'll do the same exact thing with the third pillar, which is gonna be essentially an extra service that you add. It could be cover arts. It could be marketing. I love doing marketing. I love doing marketing for my artists, and I had an artist get 200,000 streams in their first month with essentially just a marketing funnel towards the song release. Fans were already expecting a hit, and guess what? She sounds beautiful, and they've gotten that hit. So you can do marketing, you can do cover arts, you can do coaching, vocal coaching, you can do lyrics, you can do references. Get creative here, but you want to provide an extra service that only you can provide. Because other than that, he will compare you to other prices on beat stores on YouTube. You want to stand out, and you stand out by providing a very unique service. Third pillar, bro, is going to be marketing, etc., etc. Use a bunch of analogies as well. This is something that I want to add. Analogies. Analogies gets anybody in the world to understand what you're talking about. And then after that, you want to recap. Okay, bro, after you go through the 3 labels, okay, bro, and based on what I covered, do you feel like this could help you get more streams so you can have more leverage when you're talking to these labels? Oh, yes. Okay, cool, man. What do you like about it in specific? I like the second pillar, bro. Like, I never had, like, my own engineer as well. Like, I got scammed once, just paid a producer $300 on Instagram. He didn't even mix it. He blocked me right afterwards. Okay, cool, bro. So as a bonus, you'll have your own cover arts done for you. That way you control the entire process from A to Z, and you control your exact sound and your perception. Because at the end of the day, bro, they don't listen to songs anymore. They listen to you. Cool? So the total investment for the 3-song project, bro, covering all 3 pillars, is gonna be a total investment of $2,000. How would you like to proceed? Then either they say yes. If you went through discovery very good, you will often not get objections. Let's say you did get objections. Let's say you got an objection of, I'll pay you on Friday. I don't have that money on me right now. Bro, it's too much. I only just met you. All of these are just symptoms of the problem. They're not the problem itself. The real problem is you haven't built enough of a gap in the previous sections. The real problem is your marketing is not that good. You want to increase your marketing. How do you increase your marketing? Most people think that you need views to make money. You don't need views. You need to have a good process of, okay, an artist just told me he doesn't trust me. I will make a reel about you don't need to trust producers before you work with them. You just need to see good results. That's it. I just diffused it. I would also add testimonials of artists that I worked with. The placements that I've gotten, the charting that I have, the gold certifications and all that, to prevent that I just met your objection. Like, bro, I already made a hit with this guy. I can't make a hit with you. So me aside though, like, what's actually behind that you want to think about it? Okay, bro, and I know that you invested with a producer and he scanned you for $300, but like, at the end of the day, bro, what can we do about that? Like, that's just life, right? So for you, bro, can I make a suggestion? Okay, bro, so there are 2 types of people in this world. One who lets previous bad experiences control his future outcome, and there's another one who's determined to fix his situation, to go where he wants to go. He knows what it takes and is constantly looking for new and better ways to get to that goal. Out of these two people, bro, which one do you think makes change and gets what he wants out of life? There are obviously a second guy. Okay, why the second guy? Now we're gonna reframe him into the new identity that we need him in so we can make the purchase. Okay, why that second guy, bro? Yeah, cause like he's obviously, he doesn't let, bad experiences, traumatize him, and he's actively pushing and he's working hard. Okay, so out of these two people, bro, which one do you think you need to be? I would need to be the second guy. Yeah, bro, cause what would happen if you continue being that first guy of just letting one experience, bro, or two or five experiences stop you from signing that label deal, from making the songs that you can make, from having that team around you, the right people around you. So that way, when you talk to these labels, you have a lot of leverage from being the artist that you want to be. What would happen if you don't act that way? What would happen if you continue acting like the first guy? I wouldn't make it, bro. And kudos to you for actually recognizing that, bro. And we all have a decision to make at the end of the day. What decision do you feel like you need to make to put yourself in the best possible position, bro? That way, when you go to these labels, you already know, you're confident in your own sound, and you can ask for any price that you want. I'll do it, bro. You sure? Yeah, I'll do it. All right, bro, let's do it. Boom, done. You handle that, need to think about objection. If you want to know exactly how to handle, because obviously there's so many objections in the world. I got car payments, I got this, I got that, I got logistics. If they don't have enough money, there are ways to actually figure that out. If you want, book a call with me and I will walk you through exactly how you're gonna do it. And with that being said, you just collected dollars. If you use PayPal Invoice, because most artists in the US won't have PayPal. What the Invoice does, it allows them to put their debit card in, so they don't need to have an account to just pay you. They will just put their credit card number in and they will just pay you right away. Obviously, if you're in the US, if you're in Canada, perfect. You have a lot of leverage. You can do a lot of payment plans. You can actually help them out by your service, which right now we're selling services, we're not selling beats anymore. So far this is exactly the Wolf method, but after the sale we just got a customer, and guess what, that's a lot more valuable than the $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000. You have one guy who could vouch for your product service, who can give you 5 more customers. So this is exactly what you want to do to get more customers from one guy. Like essentially strike out a piñata from one artist, from 2 call closes that you have, from using the Wolf method exceptionally. One time you will make an extra $5,000. Let's say you got the artist to buy from you. You want to make sure that he gets a song done in the first week. How are you gonna do it? I don't care if you pay another producer to make a better beat than you. Get him a good song, exactly how he describes it. Don't get in your own head about you not being enough. Find people and ask them questions about, okay, do you like this? Do you like that? And talk to the artist. Hop on a phone call with him and be open to feedback. Don't make the production about you. It's not about your skill set. It's about his service. We are sales reps. We are producers. 2 types of people in this world, producers and consumers. We are literally called music producers. We help people consume. We serve people. Always seek to listen and never seek to just talk and just prove yourself right. Always be open to feedback and receptibility. The whole point of it is to provide good service. It's not about the money at the end of the day. And then let's say you got a great song and they love you to death, they're your biggest fans. Shoot testimonials. You will have Fathom. There's a website called Fathom where you can hop on Zoom calls and it will record it. And just ask them questions. Okay, bro, what do you like about us working together? And essentially it's gonna be the solution awareness section of the script. Of okay, before we started speaking, were you working with producers? Yes. Did you get a good result from them? No, they weren't as good as Antar. They were this, they were that. Okay, Ron, what was the biggest difference that you felt from us working together? Bro, really having a producer by your side who's been where you want to go, it helps you, just be more confident when you're posting. I'm excited to post songs now, bro. I essentially am in that zone right now. Boom. You have 2 or 3 of those. You make a website. If you're in my inner circle, you have your own funnel built for you. You slap that bad boy on the website and then boom, people book calls with you. They see that you've already made great songs with other artists, and essentially you pre-handled the trust objection. And that's essentially the Wolf method A to Z, that you can start printing tons of money as a music producer. And by tons, I mean tens of thousands. I don't believe that as tons of money, but compared to BeatStars and compared to just sending out loops and emails, that's a lot more money. And the best thing about it is in your control. Things will work out until you do, and that's a metaphor that I truly live by. The best thing about this sales process is just a skill set. You not being able to communicate on the phone, you not being able to handle objections, whether you think that you deserve making $2,000 on the phone, because trust me, I've been there. Having the identity shift from, okay, I can close people for $2,000, $4,000, and $25,000 on the phone. From a year ago, I was making one advance would make me $1,500 for 2 months. I'm okay, that's a lot more money. So you want to also work on yourself, and you have to believe that you deserve it. You believe that you deserve it by fixing your environment. If a lot of people around you are doubting you and your dreams, and they're putting just these mental barriers on you, where you just like, you feel guilt, you feel doubt about investing in yourself, about taking that next step to further your career and just being the ultimate version of yourself, remove yourself from this environment. So prime your environment for success. Practice this every single day. Blame everything on you and have accountability. You will get better of hopping on a call. You will talk to me and be like, Antar, when I was consequencing him, I couldn't stay in the zone too much. Okay, then that's a problem with you not being able to stay, in the pain. You have to be comfortable talking with an artist about his pain, right? So that just shows me that you can't handle your own pain. So we gotta figure that out with you so you can congruent. And let's say you're objection handling somebody and you can't get them to essentially make a decision now. That's because you are not able to make decisions quick. And you can't get somebody else, because literally the wolf method is just leadership. It's essentially it. You can't get somebody else to act in a way that you're not acting. I can't show you how to make 10K a month if I haven't done 10K a month. I can't show you how to sell to artists on the phone if I haven't sold to artists on the phone, which baffles my mind. There's a lot of producers who do that just for the money, but I don't care about that. I care for you. You should make a lot more money. Practice this. Come back to this video. This video is your tutorial for how to make money off of flstudio for sales, which is the wolf method. With that being said, I would love to see the results that you get. DM me on Instagram. And always remember, things won't work out until you do.